Shabar Exile. Praise the Spirit, God the Wise. A worthier notion shall not arise. Hi everyone. Today we've gathered here to celebrate Nowruz, or a new day, a new spring, and a new year. So what better way to honor that spirit of renewal than with a story that keeps growing? The story of betrayal and honor, deceit and desire, fate and fire. This is the tale of Siavash. Once upon a time in the land of Iran, there was a king named Sivash. Our story began on the night that he was staring at the sky, thinking that soon he'd be a father of hopefully a son. Someone who would sit on his throne, rule his land, maybe even kill a few thousand people and conquer some more lands. You know, some normal parents' aspirations. Sure enough, the baby was a boy. Beautiful, radiant, and strong. They named him Siavash, meaning a person with a black face or a black horse. We're not sure about that yet. But sadly that night, the mother passed away during childbirth. So the king, a little scared, took the baby to his astrologers. There's no bad omen here, right? Is he going to be a fortunate king? Is he going to rule the world? Shh, someone gets the baby. So, silence. Tell me, what's going to happen? He will suffer. He will be wronged. Great sorrow awaits him. The king couldn't believe it. Now he had a motherless son and a prophecy he couldn't change. But you know what? The stars just say stuff. Who can ever harm the prince or the king soon? You know what? We're going to make him the best warrior in the world so no one dares to lay a finger on him. Yeah. So he called Rostam. Hey dude, what's up? You know how we're all in a story, the Epic of Kings, or Shahnameh, which is a mix of history, myths, and some great imagination of Mr. Ferdowsi from the 10th century? Yeah, and how you are apparently the ultimate warrior and the hero of the book, and I'm just a stupid side character that sabotages his own and his son's destiny? Right, listen. You should teach my son sword fighting, horse riding, archery, hunting, throwing spears, wrestling crocodiles, taming dragons, stealing hearts, cooking, embroidery, you know, just everything. Oh no, he's ready. He's already like 1 day old. Awesome. So off went Rostam, taking the young Siavash with him on a long trip, teaching him which means everything. 18 years later, Siavash was a warrior, skilled, courageous, wise, and intensely hot. Time to go home and show off to dad. Siavash returned to his homeland, receiving the warmest welcomes and also some big news. His dad had married a beautiful woman named Sudabeh. Upon seeing her for the first time, Siavash had a strange feeling of, gratitude? Yeah, because now he had a mom. But the moment Sudabeh saw him for the first time, she had plans. Husband, I'm throwing a little welcome party for our son at the harem. So he knows what a girl is, you know, especially his stepsisters. I know they're just little kids, but little mingle. Give it a few years and bam, they're all in love. Let him know. But Siavash was not interested. Honestly, I'm more of a war man, and I'm not really into parties and girls. Well, I'm just a kid and I have no choice. Oh, okay then, yeah, coming. When he arrived at the harem, he noticed it was not a little party. Sudabeh had arranged a lavish ceremony. همه جام بود از کران تا کران پر از مشک و دینار و پرزعفران. The floor bejeweled with dinars that shine, musk and saffron, glasses of wine. Siavash looked up and saw a golden throne, Sudabeh sitting on it, with a veil on her face. یکی تاج بر سر نهاده بلند، فروهشته تا پای مشکین کمند. Upon her head a dazzling crown, her ebony hair flowing down. As she saw Siavash, she stepped down the throne, hugged and kissed him all over. Oh, you're the best son in the world. Siavash sat down. And then a door opened, and in came the most gorgeous girls ever, dancing and singing, dressed in hardly visible dresses. Sudabeh sat right next to her son, watching his every move. So, which one? Siavash was blushing like a pomegranate as the scent of his strong perfume filled his lungs. It's tough, isn't it? Being out of everyone's league. Trust me, I know how it feels. هر آن کس که از دور بیند تو را شود بیهوش و برگزیند تو را. Whoever sees you from afar falls for you, the brightest star. But you gotta pick one. You know your father's days are numbered, and the new king needs a wife. But I wonder who, one of these? Or someone that all the kings and princes in the world long for. از این خوب رویان به چشم خرد نگه کن که با تو که اندر خورد. Watch these beauties shine and dazzle. Which one's truly at your level? Siavash couldn't say anything. Look at them. The girls, the entertainment material, couldn't take their eyes off Siavash's boyish beauty, while he was trying to think of an excuse to leave. I know what you're thinking. Why pick a random harem girl when you can have the queen? He froze. Sudabeh dismissed everyone. Ask your dad about all my past suitors. He'll tell you. Siavash tried to say something like he would never betray his father, but then she removed her veil. Siavash didn't want to, but stared at her, mesmerized. You and I deserve each other, Siavash. We'll just have a good time and no one will know. Till your father dies and then, well, you can even marry one of my daughters, if I disappoint you. Siavash knew this woman was too dangerous to cross. رخان سیاوش چو گل شد ز شرم بیاراست مژگان به خوناب گرم. His glowing face burned to ashes as the blood water adorned his lashes. I will marry your daughter so you won't lose your status. But you will always remain a mother to me. And what happened in this room stays here. You really think it's up to her to marry you? Siavash got up, ready to leave, but she grabbed his wrist. My daughter holds a fortune beyond imagination. Hers only to give her husband. One night with me and it's all yours. Refuse, and I'll make your life a living hell. Siavash walked away. Wow, okay, Sudabeh did not see that coming. She had to act fast. بزد دست و جامه بدرید پاک به ناخن دو رخ را همی کرد چاک. She screamed aloud, fell on the ground, scratched her face, tore her gown. Help! Help! My own son attacked me. Siavash tried to seduce me, my king. Can you believe that? The whole world is dark in the king's eyes as he summons Siavash, his favorite human in the world. Is that true, son? Are you guilty? Siavash calmly says everything. He has nothing to fear. The king is torn. He knows Siavash is a pure soul, but that only means that his wife has betrayed him, which is obviously, impossible. Perhaps Siavash has been deceiving them all with his innocent charm. Yes, it's him. Take him and kill. What's that smell? Sudabeh smells of a sweet, strong perfume, while Siavash carries no scent at all. What does that mean? Yes, the truth is as bright as the sun. Now, he wants to kill Sudabeh, but no, she's the mother of my children, my little ones. And what will people say when they learn that the queen has betrayed the king with his own son? I mean, what kind of king is that? And then, she's always been good to me, during my toughest times, and I just love her. So, the king asks Siavash to keep this a secret. Maybe if they never speak of it, they can somehow forget that it ever happened, right? All right, problem solved. But Sudabeh knew the king would never see her the same. So, she bribed a servant, pregnant with twins, asked her to drink a potion to end the pregnancy, and then took the lifeless babies to the king. You see, I was pregnant with your children, but when your son attacked me, I lost them. Now you not only refuse to punish him, but you're taking your love from me. The king, no longer trusting anyone, took the babies to, his astrologers. Were those truly his children? که این هر دو کودک ز جادو زنند پدیدند کز پشت اهریمنند of wicked blood they're born to be their root is vile not royalty. She's lying again. The king, not knowing what to do, didn't tell anyone about this, went to his room and cried. Sudabeh tried to console him. Oh, my king, do you really think the astrologers would talk against Siavash? He has the biggest army in the world. He could get rid of him in seconds. You're truly too kind for this world. The king said, yes, they could lie, but so can you. You know who never lies? The wisdom of nature. The fire will decide. But my king, I've already shown you proof, my kids. If there's anyone to pass the deadly fire, that would be Siavash. Siavash didn't flinch. اگر کوه آتش بود بسپرم از این ننگ خار است اگر نگذرم. I'm not afraid. I'll pass the fire. I'm not guilty. I'll flow like water. A few days passed. And then the fire was ready. زمین گشت روشن‌تر از آسمان جهانی خروشان آتش دمان. The earth brighter than all seven skies, a world ablaze before his eyes. Siavash said goodbye to his father. Don't worry, Dad, this is how the world works. If I'm innocent, I will be free. هوشیوار و با جامه‌های سپید لبی پر ز خنده دلی پر امید. Awake and hopeful, dressed in white, a smile on his face, his heart alight. People watched as he walked to his horse, his loyal black horse, his only friend. People held their breath as he mounted and rode into the inferno. It was a long path of flames. The crowd stood in silence for seconds, minutes, or maybe days. No one remembers. And then, through the clouds of smoke, a galloping sound pierced the air. اگر آب بودی مگر تر شدی ز تری همه جام بیبر شدی چنان آمد از و قبای سوار که گفتی سمن داشت اندر کنار. If it were water, he'd bask in the flows. He came out like new, that freshly picked rose. He was alive, still dressed in pure white and smiling as he was before. People cheered. The king got off his horse, embraced him, and cried, unable to meet his eyes. چو بخشایش پاک یزدان بود دم آتش و آب یکسان بود. The deepest sea, the fiercest flame, in God's embrace, they're both the same. to Sudabeh. Siavash, unwilling to fuel vengeance, asked the king to forgive her. But he knew if he stayed there, she would never stop plotting against him. So he left, seeking peace in Turan, the land of Iran's enemies. There he found love, built cities, became an army officer, and thrived. But once again, jealousy and scheming followed him. Blinded by lies, the king of Turan ordered his death. In a secluded spot, under the shade of a lone tree, Siavash was beheaded. But his death awakened many, like his life did. Years later, Siavash's son returned to Iran, became the king, and avenged his father's death in a way that ended the conflict between the two nations, Iran and Turan. He became one of the greatest kings ever, with legends saying he didn't even die, but ascended to the sky. Siavash's blood was not lost. Where it touched the earth under that tree, a healing plant grew that to this day we literally call Khune Siavashan, or Siavash's blood. And it never stops growing no matter how much you cut it. Only to remind us that light never dies, and only the darkest moment of the night is followed by a new day. Happy Dawn.